Sure.
Very good morning. Welcome to the chat show here on Manx Radio TT, presented by me, Chris Kinley, and not anymore by Beth Esper. You're out of here.
That wasn't me who put
was
it on
it him?
there. It wasn't me.
Was it that man who we can't talk about?
There is a photograph that has been put on just so we can compare a well-known cartoon character and you to see if there's any similarity. I mean, there's not really that much of a similarity. Could you wear that shirt tomorrow, do you reckon? Like a little shirt and a blue suit? Okay.
Oh
dear. Okay.
Dale Fordham, you are in trouble. Good morning to you, sir. Listen, I've got to ask this question. This is the best question that's going to be asked all these last, 10 days, whatever it's been. Andy, how is your Italian coming on after helping out
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
After that sounds more Chinese, that does the thingy.
That's the chow mein.
Chow mein. So you've been helping out the Italian chap, Francisco Crunga, who was a newcomer last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, Francisco. Yeah, it was interesting around there. I think 3 lads interpreting for us.
Big Leonardo being one of them.
Big Leonardo, yeah. They're lovely guys. They're very, very, very nice. They never pass you without saying hello. So, I was just giving him a bit of a dig out and just going off of his onboards, really. I find it's easier if someone comes to me and has their on board and they ask me like this to help them from what they're doing. It's easy for me to say, take this flat or go out here, use this bit of the road or peeling. But if they're not up to that speed, it's like you might as well just throw confetti at them, So it's easier to help them trim up their laps, and that way they're going to go up gradually from their speeds, whether it's 100 mile an hour to 110 or 115 or whatever it is, it's easier to work off of them. I've helped a few guys out, and it's good to give it a little bit.
And he finished 9th yesterday in the junior.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And he was newcomer last year, so that's a pretty good
flying,
performance.
Yeah, good respectable time as well, Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see guys making progress, We've a lot of experience around here, and, I know my way, sometimes I go well and sometimes I don't, and it's just one of those places, but even stuff that you could tell them, it took me years to find out, little reference points, and I still get help off of guys too, it's one of those sports. It's like guys are great around here, we're helping each other out, and everybody wants you to do well and stay safe. It's a lot of things I tell them is stuff not to do, mistakes not to make. Other than saying, no point in saying, here, take this flat out, stuff not to do. Don't get sucked into certain corners or something, or don't peel into
that'll wreck you, corners on, wouldn't it?
So it's amazing. And like that, with the faster you go through one corner, get one corner better, then it changes the next couple of corners, so you have to reteach yourself again, it's one of those places, isn't
We've been talking to lots of people this week who said they watch a lot of onboard footage. We talked about the Brian Reed lap. Did you guys all sort of go down that route as well, just to make sure you learn the course?
Yeah, well, I think coming over doing laps, once you come over, start doing laps and start getting, I got the names in most of the corners, so once, and then as well, I got a set of notes from the late Derek Bryan as well. Past winner here, Mick Jordan, used them as well, so the two of us were working off. So once you get the corners into your head, then, and with watching the laps and reading the notes, it explained an awful lot of what's going on, but some of the notes that didn't make sense to me until I actually got up to a bit of speed, and taking corners in a higher gear than what I would have been, and I was going, there's no way he's taking that in 6th, but once you take it in 6th, you go, now I know what he was doing.
Self-explanatory. Exactly. Okay, Beth, more coming in.
Tracy said, I saw Andy's post yesterday on his page asking for someone to do a board for him. Hope he got sorted. Fab. News on your win. Did he get sorted?
I did, yeah. Got plenty of pit bars.
See, that's great, isn't it? Amount of times I've coming up onto the line, someone goes, Chris, can you just put out, you can do a board for somewhere, and people will do it. I mean, I think you said the Victor's boys did, after he obviously retired, unfortunately, but but that's the way it is, isn't it? That's the way the Manx Grand Prix is, and we said that last night in the newcomers thing there last night. The newcomers all last night, as one was coming off the stage, the other was coming, all shook each other hands, all these high fives and fist pumps and all that these kids do these days, but that's what the spirit of the Manx Grand Prix. And by the way, well done to Grant Sellers, who won the spirit of the Manx Grand Prix. 50 years he's been coming. He said I think he only missed 2, I think it was, but well done to Grant. He got the spirit of the Manx last night, so well done to him.
Fran says, tell my brother Andy to bring home some nice and healthy fat food for breakfast. I earned it. Roland says, tell Darryl I said hi. And Chris wants to know what you all think of MotoGP.
Car park racers. Car park racers.
Would you have raced at Silverstone at the weekend? Well, you all probably have raced in the wet like that.
I couldn't even tell you what went down to Silverstone.
It was a bit wet.
Yeah, well.
Okay. I'll give you an analogy to it. Mid-Antrim a couple of years ago, that sort of wet.
Yeah.
Ulster Grand Prix a couple of years ago, that sort of wet. It was a bit mildly moist there, shall we say?
Yeah.
What? It was.
Horrible word. Please don't use it ever again. Mark wants to ask Andy where the pink glasses are.
Yes.
There on the shelf was the orange one. I'll just be out today, you know.
Do you have a pair for every day?
Just mixed up.
Is this a sponsor, is it? Or?
No, I actually robbed them out of I was at a track day meeting. It was a celebration day for some company back home, and we kind of blagged our way into it, and they were giving out these glasses, and I said, here, give me them. It all started off last year with one of my other mates. We got found this. I bought a caravan, you know, for coming over here, and the mate stays in the paddock for 2 weeks, you know. We found a ridiculous pair of sunglasses in them. So we were going around them last year. So
you were, I remember now.
So then we got these ridiculous sunglasses, and we saw.
There's a theme. Next year you're going to have to go for the Dame Edna Everage ones. If you don't know who that is, search that on Google. If you don't know who.
I wear them. It wouldn't bother me, you know. That's even we got the Dickie bows yesterday as well for the crack, you know. Just something for a bit of fun, isn't it? Yeah,
exactly. And that's what it's all about, really. It's a serious game when you're out there on the track, but when you come off, you boys, I mean, we all know you guys like to have a bit of fun, a bit of a party, and last night I think is a case in point. I think.
Dale's sorry for the Penfold comment. He just thought everyone should know. Okay. All right. If you want to get in touch with us this morning, text 166 177. Start your message with TT. Email studio@radiott.com. Follow us on the Manx Radio TT Facebook and Twitter pages. And you can watch the chat show back on the Manx Radio portal at manxradio.com. We were talking yesterday, weren't we, about social media and the fact you can do things like put messages out asking for things. But in terms of raising your profile, Darryl, is it something that you're keen on using?
Yes, definitely. I've been trying to get into the way of using it more to try to keep raising my profile. It is very important that you do try to keep everybody up to date, but it's quite hard also when you're living in the buzz of road racing, because your head's elsewhere the whole time. If you're not thinking of the bike, you're thinking about the race, and if you're not thinking about the race, you're just in the clouds a lot of the time.
The great thing now, I suppose, is you get some cracking photographs of you on certain parts of certain courses. Stephen, you up for using social media as much as you can?
That one from the Southern 100 would be a good one to have on your page. Have you had it there? Has it been on there already on your Facebook?
Well, I haven't really got anything, to be fair. It's, people bike help us out a lot with that, but myself, I do, nothing.
You don't do anything on social media, anything like that?
No, I think last time, no.
Is he rubbish, is he?
Yeah, I've got messages from like 2 months ago, and I just don't look at my phone. My phone just doesn't, interest me. It just
do you know what?
In,
in one way, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Do you know? And because we say like it's all important. We were talking about this with the policeman and John earlier on with Andy and John, and we're saying the phones are just there in your hands, and you just watch people. I went to the stock cars the Monday, and the stock cars are on. They're smashing the living daylights of each other. The bangs. You're going and there's a group of people just sat there like going.
Or is it people who watch it through their phone because they're filming it?
Yeah, I know, it's sad,
what about you, Andy, though? Are you sort of keen on the social media side?
Yeah, I do a good bit in the social media now. I'm lucky if one of the guys does all my onboard stuff back home, and that gets me good publicity out of that. Some of the videos they get up millions of views, so it's always good, and it's good to get the sponsors' names out there and to help them out, and they're good to us, and it's good that way. So.
It is. Loads more messages coming in. Keep them coming in. We're going to have a check on the Met with the weather. Obviously, looking ahead for the rest of today. It looks all right actually for the next day. So it looks all right,
it does
for the weekend too. So what next then for you boys? I know we'll save that one for after the break because we need to get the Met office in. We just want to find out what you guys are going to do for the rest of the season after the Festival of Manx Grand Prix has finished. Back in a moment.
At the Mitre in Ramsey, over